So I don't think as Christians we should be celebrating Halloween. This year I am not participating in anything Halloween related. I am not carving jack-o'-lanterns. I am not going to be watching any kids Halloween movies from my past from Disney or anything like that. Nothing about witches, nothing about goblins and ghouls, nothing demonic. There will be no haunted houses that I'm going to this year. As fun as I think they are, as fun as I think it is to have a fright, I will not be doing those things this year, and I don't think you should be either. So today I want to talk about the fruits that Halloween produces. So if we're not looking at the Bible and we're only looking at what statistics say, well, statistics say that on Halloween alone, that crime rises by 50%, by half. That's crazy. I'm not a stats major by any means. I don't understand them a lot, but I know that 50% is a huge jump. So that alone is a fruit of Halloween. Fruit number 2 is fear. Halloween is centered all around fear. Whether your child is dressing up as something scary or not, you cannot deny when they walk around the streets that there are things like huge skeletons and goblins and witches that pop out, or things that they accidentally step on that freak them out. And they're just crying. Kids are crying. They get scared to go to doors and do all these things. And I kind of think of Monsters Inc., where they're literally feeding off the screams and getting that energy. If we look at Monsters Inc. and look at what Halloween does, the demonic realm feeds off of the fear of people and these things. So if the Lord tells us various times in the Bible, I heard somebody say it's like 365 for every day of the year. I don't know how true that is. I've never counted. But it is very important not to have fear. Why? Because the enemy uses fear to feed off of you. Number 3, spirits and principalities of darkness. The Bible says we do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but spirits and principalities of darkness. Witchcraft is heavily performed on Halloween. They know that everybody is going to participate on these days. So what do? They curse candy. They curse streets. They curse costumes. They curse you. They are cursing you and your family. You are stepping into a day that is going to cause you such spiritual warfare in your family, in your home, in places where it doesn't need to be. We need to protect ourselves from these things. The Bible warns us about this for a reason. So I want to end this by reading Matthew 7:18. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. So every tree that does not produce good fruit is chopped down and thrown into the fire. Yes, just as you can identify a tree by its fruit, so you can identify people by their actions. Halloween isn't producing good fruit. We know what the good fruit is. And it's